Hi and welcome to the Summerset update for my Stamina Templar. I will upload exactly 3 build videos. So there will be a Sword and Board 2H build, which is this one here. Then there will be a dual wield 2H build, and there will be a 2H Resto staff build. If you'd like to see a dual wield or the Resto staff setup, you have to go to my channel and you will find all the content there. Okay, let's get right into this build. So first things first, what is this build made for? Like all my builds, this build is made for small scale PvP. You can run this build in duels, in battlegrounds, or even in open world PvP. So what do we have here? Let's get right into the gear. So first of all, what sets are we running? We have Bloodspawn, Ravager, Trappings of Invigoration, and Agility. So Bloodspawn, both medium. My small pieces are Tri-Set enchanted, my big ones are with maximum stamina. Then we have 2 body pieces of Ravager to get the most amount of possible resistances. Then 3 pieces Trappings of Invigoration, the necklace of Ravager with stamina recovery and robust trait. Then we have 2 pieces Agility with infused to increase our weapon damage. With the Summerset update, all the 2H weapons got a second set slot. So this Trappings of Invigoration Battle Axe counts for 2 set items. Which is the reason we are able to run with 4 sets actually. So Bloodspawn, Agility, Trappings of Invigoration, and Ravager. So we have 2 procs, a defensive one and an offensive one. Defensive one gives us stamina, as you can see right here. When you cast an ability while under 33% maximum stamina, you restore 9000 stamina. This effect can occur once every minute. And our offensive proc, which gives us weapon damage, is Ravager. When you deal damage, when you deal melee damage, you have an 8% chance to increase your weapon damage by 645 for 10 seconds. This effect can occur once every 10 seconds. Yeah, so as you can see, we have a proc on our front and on our back bar, and so we are able to have 2 pieces of agility in addition to 2 5-piece sets and a monster set. So in terms of poisons, as you can see, as always, the doubled up poisons, which deal 2 poison damage over time effects. For our food, we have still the Dubious Cameron Throne, and for potions, we are running a Sense of Speed, which grants Major Expedition, which increases your movement speed by 30%, and restore 898 health per second for 48 seconds. That's it for the gear. Let's get right into the stats. So as you can see, all the attribute points into maximum stamina. And we are sitting on about 11k max magicka, about 23k health, 34.5k maximum stamina, 1.8k stamina recovery, 3k weapon damage unbuffed, and also our resistances unbuffed, 19k and about 16k, and 3k critical resistances. As you can see, we're on PvP. We have the warrior boon, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, the resistances are quite low because we are on medium armor, but therefore we have our armor buff, and on top of that you will have Bloodspawn, which is another 6k resistances on both sides. So you will have about 30k right here and about 28k right here, which is actually pretty high for a medium armor build. As I already said, we are on 1.8k stamina recovery, but with the trappings of invigoration, we have another 9k stamina actually every minute, if it is needed. So, which is in numbers about 300 stamina recovery in addition. So we would be on 2.1k actually, and on backbar with repentance we are even higher on 2.4k. As I said, we are on 3k weapon damage completely unbuffed, so without rally, without a weapon damage enchantment, without Ravager, and without the continuous attack buff. So with all those buffs I mentioned, we will go up to like 5 to 5.5k weapon damage. I will show you right now a short screenshot where you can see the full buff stats. So the stats you can see here on this picture are the full buff stats. So with all the armor buffs, with all the damage buffs that you normally have in PvP, the max resource stats are the same. We have 2k stam recovery plus the trappings of invigoration proc, the 9k stam, which are about 300 stam recovery, so we have actually about 2.3k stam recovery. Then our weapon damage full buffed at nearly 5.3k on sword and board bar, and on 5.4k on our 2H bar where we drop our Dawnbreaker. So full buffed 43% weapon crit and about nearly 31k spell resistance and 28k physical resistances. Yeah, so let's get right into our skills. So we have Invasion as our gap closer, Powerful Light, Fighting Chaps as our spammable, Resolving Vigor as our main heal, and Reverberating Bash as our stun. And now comes the reason why I prefer Sword and Board on Stamina Templar in open world PvP nowadays, because of this ultimate right here, Spell Wall. Spell Wall is probably the strongest defensive ult you can run in open world PvP, because it reflects, as you can see, reinforce your shield, allowing you to automatically block all the attacks at no cost and reflect all projectiles cast at you for 7 seconds. So as Stamplar, you are not a class that can stand on a bunch of players and just tank them out like a Stamina Warden or a Stam DK. You need to run around a lot. And with an ultimate like Remembrance, for instance, you are safe, yeah, for those 4 seconds duration, but most of the time you are dead afterwards, because you can't walk, so during the cast of Remembrance you can walk, so you can't get into a better position. And Spell Wall solves that problem. Here. On our backbar we have Repentance, Extended Ritual, Shuffle, Rally to buff our weapon damage, and our armor buff, Restoring Focus. And as our ultimate, Dawnbreaker of Smiting. Yeah, that's it for the skills. Last but not least, let's get right into our champion points. So we have 51 in Warlord, 39 into Sprinter, 64 into Mooncalf, 40 into Befoul to buff our Reverberating Bash, 56 into Tumbling, nothing here, 37 at Master at Arms, 61 into Thaumaturge, 56 into Precise Strikes, 32 into Piercing, and 64 into Mighty. At the Red Trees we have 61 into Ironclad, 35 into Resistant, 37 into Thick-Skinned, 49 into Hardy, 49 into Elemental Defender, and last but not least 19 into Quick Recovery. yeah, that's it for the champion points, and that's actually it for the build. If you have any questions about the build, about the playstyle, or anything like that, feel free to ask those in the comments below. And as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and we will see you in the next video.